Now, you have arrived in this country and been met with protests. We're normally a welcoming lot, but you've had the usual far-left suspects very much agitated. They've labelled you right-wing, a racist, a supporter of genocide. Let's have a look at some of the chants we're seeing accusing you of supporting genocide.
Gosh.
Douglas Murray, you can't hide, you're supporting genocide. Douglas Murray, you can't hide, you're supporting genocide.
Turn the world. Douglas Murray, you can't hide, you're supporting genocide. What is your response to that very learned criticism?
First of all, I don't feel like I'm hiding, Rita. I mean, it's amazing. This only happened in Sydney, by the way. I did 2 shows at the Enmore Theatre on Sunday. And these protesters showed up, a small group of malcontents showed up on the afternoon. I'm not sure why they didn't do the evening shift. It's possible they didn't know about it. It's possible they slept in, or actually some of them moved on to the port in Sydney where they promptly got arrested. So it was a great day for them. Somebody actually, it was very, very funny. One of them actually sort of tweeted something like, a very important day standing outside the Enmore shouting at Douglas Murray. I was like, that's not a very good day. No. I mean, I think that's a kind of a waste of a day, not least because I could not hear them. It made no difference to me. Thousands of very, very nice, clever, informed, good Sydney residents all paid to come and join me for the day in 2 shows. And they weren't intimidated by these people either. I mean, it's really pathetic. And I never want that to sort of overshadow anything else. You know, I've spoken this past week in Perth, in Adelaide, in Brisbane, and we've had wonderful audiences. And it was the same on Sunday. You know, you always get a few of these people who just scream and shout and think they're going to change the world, but they don't. They don't change my mind. They don't change the audience's mind. In fact, they just annoy audience members. And of course, I mean, this thing about genocide, I mean, it's such a smear and a libel. I mean, there is no genocide in Gaza. I support the efforts of the IDF to get the hostages back. And if these people, by the way, if they I mean, they're such geniuses, so they know how to spend their weekends in Sydney hollering. If they're such geniuses, they should really come up with an alternative plan for the IDF to get back the children and women and men who are still in Hamas captivity, and do so with a smaller body count than the one the IDF is currently seeing. And I bet these people don't have that. They think they have all the answers, but they don't.
Well, this is what I don't understand. Just for the optics of it, if nothing else, you would think these anti-Israeli protesters, or pro-Palestinian as they call themselves, would carry just a couple of signs that are anti-Hamas.
Right.
Calling on Hamas to release the hostages, calling on Hamas to surrender, calling on Hamas to stop using the Palestinian people as human shields. Right. But you don't see that. And in fact, in the UK, when I think it was an Iranian man showing up to a protest holding up an anti-Hamas sign, he was physically attacked by the other protesters.
Week after week. Is a very brave young Iranian man, and he has simply gone to several of the protests in London holding up a sign saying Hamas are terrorists, which they are. And that's the British government's policy. Hamas are a prescribed terrorist organisation in the UK. Yep. So this brave young Iranian man holding up a sign that says British government policy, he is the one that has repeatedly been attacked by the peaceful protesters at the oh-so-peaceful marches, and it has been the police that have moved him on. I think he's an absolute hero. I love seeing brave people like that standing up. It gives enormous hope to people, and I hope more people do it.